was great. And Tyler Mott posting that on his Instagram page. I think it was a second edition of Bubble Life that we've seen, but that was just about before they went into the bubble, I believe, during training camp. Either way, let's bring him in right now to talk about this because that was awesome. Tyler, thanks so much for sharing that on your Instagram, giving us all of us a little perspective into what life is like for you guys these days. But was that right before you went into the bubble? And what do you plan to do in terms of future videos? Because I want to see more of this.
Yeah, it was right before we headed in. We had a quarantine period there in Vancouver before we headed out. It's an interesting time. We're trying to give people an inside look of what our life looks like, especially out some sports on TV. It's something that people can draw their attention to and get excited about.
Tyler, we had yesterday JT Compher on, your former Michigan Wolverine teammate, and I was asking him if he was watching what you're doing in these playoffs, and he was like, absolutely. And then I wanted to ask him, or I did ask him, and I want to ask you too about that team in Michigan. I'm still amazed at how many players you guys had on that team, but without, you don't have to rip through all of them, but of those guys, which guy, this isn't a negative thing, I think it's a very positive thing, which guy has made the biggest, from maybe what they were in college to what they are in the NHL, they've just kind of hit that springboard in their game and kind of gotten really good really quick?
Yeah, well, there's a laundry list of guys that have come through the program. I think guys that made an immediate impact, Zach Werenski, for sure. You get guys Andrew Kopp and Kyle Connor in Winnipeg that are, great players. Kyle Connor is really dynamic. I think he kind of jumped in and was able to play his game at that level. JT is a great example too. He had a great playoff last year. Continues to be a solid guy there in Colorado. It was a fun group of guys to play with there in college, and it's awesome to see everyone having some success here at the next level.
Speaking of success, I mean, you are on a tear right now, back-to-back games with 2 goals apiece. I mean, how do you explain the success that you found lately and also the success of your team to just knock off the defending Cup champs?
Yeah, it was a hard-fought series. We're obviously a young group with some experienced guys mixed in as well. We're learning as we go. We're building confidence. We're headed to another tough series here against Vegas. Having the individual success is always nice, but this time of year it's all about winning. Whenever to chip in and find a way to help the team get another win. It's obviously crucial, but it's just fun with this group right now. We got a lot of confidence. A lot of guys playing some of their best hockey.
When you go into the series, I mean, you had last round obviously against the St. Louis Blues, the defending Cup champions. How much? Because at the end of the day, your team doesn't have a ton of experience, I guess, in the playoffs. As far as a lot of young guys, and those young guys are the guys carrying the mail. How do you decipher? How do you go about saying, hey, we're not gonna defer to the way they play or care about how they play. It's more about how we play. Because that's why I think you guys had your success. You played your guys' style, and I don't think St. Louis could adapt to it.
Yeah, when we play our game, we're great. We believe we can play with anybody in the league when we do that. St. Louis is obviously an experienced team. They went through it all last year. Obviously, won in the Cup. We knew it was going to be a tough series. But like you mentioned, we're a group that's growing with the times here. We're learning, we're letting the experience kind of come to us, and we're just doing it by playing our game. And I think that's what makes this group special. We're committed to our game, and that's how we're going to win.
I know you're American by birth, but you are playing in a Canadian market and all the media is on you all the time. So when this Stanley Cup playoff started, or back in the qualifying round, there were 6 teams from Canada that people could cheer for. Now, you guys are the last Canadian team standing. So do you get this sense of support from the entire country north of the border there supporting you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting, especially for the city of Vancouver. It's been quite a bit since the organization's been able to make a run. We're excited to have them, as well as the country, behind us.
You've got some time on your hands. You're getting a rhythm of playing every other day. What's your kind of go-to? I mean, are you guys? So we've seen guys and talked to guys that've done that golf simulator. So like, if you go in there and you hit a few balls in the golf simulator, then you go out and get 2 goals. Are you going back to the golf simulator the next day? Because I would.
Yeah, I'm a routine guy. Golf simulator isn't in that routine. But yeah, with how quickly these games come at you, you got to be able to kind of hit the reset button, and the routine's important with that. Some back-to-backs mixed in this series as well. You've got to be able to stay fresh, get your treatment, get your rest, and be ready to roll.
I won't make you walk us through every part of your routine, but Rupper's point is well taken. You got 2 games straight of 2 goals. So is there something about a pregame meal, or can you tell us anything of your secret to success in terms of superstition or routine?
Well, my routine hasn't changed much, especially over the last 2 games. It's pretty consistent, same meal, same nap, same treatment, same warm-up. Just kind of committed to playing my game. I was lucky to get a few bounces, some pucks went in the net, but my focus and my routine is going to be the same through the stretch here.
I was hoping you were going to say like chicken parm for breakfast or something, but we'll just wait to see what else you have in store for the next game. I do want to ask you really quickly about something else that popped up on your Instagram, because it might be the world's cutest dog. I want to know how you're doing without your puppy, or are dogs allowed in the bubble? I don't even know.
Well, I wish she was here. We got me and my girlfriend got Sasha there over the pause of the season. She's adorable. I miss her. I get to get my fix in on FaceTime there, but it's hard being away. Guys are missing families, missing their kids. For me, it's missing my family, my girlfriend, and my dog. So it's hard, but we'll take what we can get.
Well, I guess I'm sorry that you're missing your dog, but I'm sure you will hopefully not see that dog again for a long time, because you're going to hopefully be going on a cup run here with the way you guys are playing. Thanks so much, Tyler, for the time, and good luck tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.